Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know the score. I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, today we're looking at a lens that I recently purchased, and I purchased one for my Sony full frame bodies, although it'll work on my compact APS-C bodies as well. But the lens I bought was a prime lens, and it's the Sony Nifty 50. It's the cheap F1.8 50mm. Nothing exciting to look at. I'm sure you've all seen one. I just thought I'd do a quick review of what I think of it. This is it. Very compact, 186 grams. So shove this in your kit bag and it weighs absolutely diddly squat. Now I'm going to be using it predominantly for video. So I will put some samples up. I'll let you have a quick look at some sample images. But this will be a video lens for me, and I should probably use it as my main camera, as my main lens with my Sony A7III. And that's what I purchased it for, really, to use with my A7III here in the studio. And here's my A7III. Great camera. I love it. Video quality is great. I'm using the A6600 as my main camera at the moment because I love that camera as well. And that's got the 56mm f1.4 Sigma lens on. Great for portrait and great for this sort of work. So, you know, because you get that lovely bokeh in the background, you see how it throws out all my old cameras and what have you. And just out of interest, actually, that's what's my main camera. My other camera is the Sony A6100 with the Sony 16 to 70 I think it is, the lens on that camera. And then the close-up camera, this one here, is another Sony A6100 with me 18 to 105. And then up there, I've got my Sony ZV-1 up there. So, yeah, quite a few cameras, as well as running my computer as well. And all the sound is going through my Rodecaster, which is over there with me Rode M5 microphone there. So, there we go. Now let's take off my Tamron 20mm. I've done a review on the Tamron 20mm. That'll be linked somewhere up here. But as I say, that's what I'll be using this with. I won't be using it, as I say, generally as a walk around lens. I find it too limiting. For me personally, I like to have a zoom because I can vary the focal range, and that's why I would use my Tamron f2.8 28 to 75, which is this lens here. And that's an awesome lens, very nice lens. I've done a review on that lens as well. But that's for Sony 50mm. Now it's f1.8, so very good in low light. Lovely bokeh. Great video lens. It's on the Sony A7III. It's a great video lens. And if you stuck this lens on something like the A6100, 6600, even my little A5100 that I've got here, now it worked great because 50mm would give you 75mm. Because you've got to take into account the 1.5 crop factor. So you get a really nice portrait lens at a really good price. When I got this used from Wex Photographic here in the UK, and I got this for 145 quid. So, you know, 145 quid for a nice optic is great. It came with a lens hood. Does come about, you know, it's fine. It's fits perfectly. Nice, good click to it. Fits there nice. So it's not weather sealed because it is a budget lens. But, you know, the image quality you'll get from that 1.8 lens is great if you have a quick look through here. So these aren't like photographs per se. They're just snaps I've taken in the garden. But you know, they're great images. Well, the images aren't great, but the lens is great, if you know what I mean. You know, lovely sharpness, nice colours, and, you know, because I've shot this at f1.8, it throws it out of focus. You have to get the focus pretty accurate. And of course, with a modern camera such as the A7III, the A7Rs, the A7C, etc., they've all got fantastic eye detect. So you'll get that eye lovely and sharp, but everything else will start to fall off around it. So you get that lovely, you know, lovely portrait lens. Unfortunately, I've not taken any portraits with this lens. But you know, it It'd been one of my favourite lenses to use here in the studio. And I will use it on the A7III predominantly, but I'm going to play with it on the A6600 as well, because I think it's well worth doing that, because you can swap them around. But as I say, image quality, you know, I can't fault. And the out of focus area, bokeh area, whatever you want to call it, is really, really nice, you know. And there's no weight to this lens whatsoever. What is it? 186 grams. 108. I mean, that's nothing. You throw that in your kit bag and just leave it there. And if you do need it, it's there. And as I say, you might want to buy it, even if you've got the APS-C bodies. You might want to buy it as a cheap alternative, for example, to the Sigma 56mm. You know, that's not expensive. I mean, what did I pay? 380, something like that. But you can pick one of these up for 150, and the aperture range is very, very close. You know, it might be an alternative. You know, but as I say, nice and light on the A7III. I've never liked the grip on the A7III. I don't. Always sort of rubs against whatever lens you put on it. But that's not a criticism of a lens. That's a criticism of either my hands or the design of a camera body. Probably my hands, to be honest. But yeah, look at how lovely the out of focus area is. Bokeh, as some people would call it. But the sharpness in the centre, where you focused on, is wonderful. Look at that leaf there. It's really, really nice and sharp. So yeah, I can highly recommend this lens. I mean, really highly recommend it. There are obviously many other lenses in the Sony range that Sigma make, that Sony make, and what have you. But if you're looking for a cost-effective, well, cheap actually, lens to get you into either doing portrait work, video work, exactly what I'm doing here, you know, I mean, it's great. And yeah, nice lens, nice images. So there we go. And a nice system. I love the Sony E-mount system. I'm really loving, enjoying doing all my videos with Sony cameras. You know, I'm a big, I'm not a fanboy. I'll use whatever I need to get the job done. But at the moment, Sony's getting the job done, and I'm really enjoying working with them. So there we go. That's the Sony FE f1.8 50mm cheap lens. If you like the content of my videos, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. That really does help me grow the channel, and I really appreciate every single person that has subscribed. It means so much to me, and it gives me the incentive and the motivation to, you know, do more. And I really enjoy the comments that people are leaving. I'm getting some really good positive feedback, and I'm loving it. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the like button if you like the content of this video. Thanks very much, and stay tuned for more videos relating to video and photography. Cheers for now. Bye.